car is a 1911 Ford Model T. It's called a Torpedo Roadster. It only holds one passenger and the driver, and it was made in 1911. It was before any color you want, as long as it's black. Ford had made colors in order to compete, and as he started to produce the cars in volume, eventually he went to all black really in 1913. Later 1913 cars were all black. It's probably would do 40, 45 on a good day, and it's a 4-cylinder, 2-speed car with reverse. The front tires are different size than the rear. If you get it flat on this car, which we don't like to talk about, you have to stop and literally change the tire right off of the wheel, take the tube out, patch the tube or replace it, and then put it back on and pump the air up. The front tires run about 55 pounds and the rear about 60, which is pretty high pressure. Headlights are acetylene. I don't have the tank that would create the gas. It normally would be on the running board here. What happens is basically you had calcium carbide in the tank and you had water. And as you turn the water, it would start to drip on the calcium chloride, and that would create, I'm going to say, acetylene gas, but it's a flammable gas, and the headlights would be lit. The side lights and the tail light are kerosene. So originally this car might have had dry cell batteries to start, and there's a box on the firewall on the dashboard there, and it has two positions. One is battery, and then of course there's an off position, and then there's a mag position. As the engine runs, there's magnets in there and it generates its own electricity, which gives you the ignition for the car. Model Ts also have 4 coils, one for each cylinder. They kind of went back to that on today's cars. Today's cars really have a coil for each cylinder. There's no gas pedal in this car. It only has a hand throttle. And one of the reasons I believe for a hand throttle is you had to crank it originally to start it. So you need to give it a little gas and have it sort of being as if you had a foot throttle. You'd have to have somebody holding their foot on it, so it had a hand throttle. And the one on the left side is as important. It's a spark. It's the timing of the spark. In the 30s, they basically went to vacuum advance, and today, of course, it's all electronic. But that's important. It's as important as the throttle. If you have the spark in the incorrect position, you can break your arm. You probably hear all those stories. And also, you won't get the performance. They're very easy to drive. The 3 pedals on the floor are high and low. That's a forward pedal. And the center pedal is reverse, and the right pedal is brake. And in an emergency, you could jam the reverse and the brake on at the same time because they're only bands. It's a form of an automatic, except you're manually controlling the bands. And it's all in common oil with the engine. The engine and transmission are one big oil pan. So I love touring with the car and driving the car. I have some other cars, but that can hold more people, and the grandkids, whenever they come, love to go out for a ride, and it's just a great hobby that you can enjoy and not lose your shirt.